A Bodach, Scottish Gaelic pronunciation, PTX, plural Bodach old man, rustic, churl, lout, Old Irish Bodach, is a trickster or bogeyman figure in Gaelic folklore and mythology. The Bodach old man is paired with the Cale Leach hag, old woman in Irish legend. Contents: Bodach, Old Irish also Bodach, is the Irish word for a tenant, a serf, or peasant. It is derived from bod, Old Irish bod, tail, penis. 1. The word has alternatively been derived from both cottage, hut, probably a borrowing from Old Norse, as is English booth. The term Bodach tenant farmer is thus equivalent to a cotter, the coterias of the Doomsday Book. A Dayer Bodach was a half-free peasant of a lower class. In either case, the name is formed by the addition of nominal suffix ach, connected or involved with, belonging to, having. In modern Gaelic, Bodach simply means old man, often used affectionately. In the Ectracandla, one Bodach the Eternal is king of Mag Mell. This name is derived from Bodach victorious and unrelated to Bodach in origin. However, the two names may have become associated by the early modern period, as Mananese is also named king of Mag Mell, and the Bodach figure in Eachtrab Bodach and Chodalachna, 17th century, is in turn identified with Mananese. Bustkos is the reconstructed Proto-Celtic form of Old Irish Bodach and an element in the name of the Badacsony wine region in Hungary. The name dates back to at least 1000 BC but is likely much older. In modern Gaelic, Scottish and Irish folklore, the Bodach or old man becomes a type of bugbear, to the point of being identified with the devil. In the early modern, 16th or 17th century, Tale Eachtrab Bodach and Chodalachna, the Bodach is identified with the Mananese Mac Lur. This identification inspired Lady Gregory's tale Mananese at Play, Gods and Fighting Men, 1904, where Mananese makes an appearance in disguise as a clown, old striped clothes he had, and puddle water splashing in his shoes, and his sword sticking out naked behind him, and his ears through the old cloak that was over his head, and in his hand he had 3 spears of holly wood scorched and blackened. In Scottish folklore the Bodach comes down the chimney to kidnap naughty children, used as a cautionary tale or bogeyman figure to frighten children into good behavior. 4-5 A related being known as the Bodach Glass, dark grey man, is considered an omen of death. 5-6 In Walter Scott's novel, Waverley, Fergus MacIver sees a Bodach glass, which foretells his death. In W. B. Yeats's 1903 prose version of The Hourglass, the character of the fool remarks at one point during the play that a Bodach he met upon the roadside attempted to trick him with a riddle into letting the creature near his coin. Bodachs are seen at the beginning of Moonshine by Rob Thurman. Bodachs occasionally appear in Charles de Lint's books of mythic fiction. The term Bodach is used to describe shadow-like or ink-like creatures invisible to most people that appear at locations before disasters in the books Odd Thomas, Forever Odd, Brother Odd, Odd Hours, Odd Apocalypse, Odd Interlude, Deeply Odd, and Saint Odd by Dean Koontz. These can be seen only by Odd. Bodachs appear as evil goblin spearmen, in Alan Garna's fantasy novel The Moon of Gumrath, in which they have shining bald heads, bodies covered in flat locks of hair and the legs of birds.